If you manage social media for more than a handful of clients, you are likely spending hundreds of dollars a month on software subscriptions. For modern creators and agencies, a central scheduling tool is a requirement. Operating across 10 different platforms without a unified calendar is functionally impossible. But the massive platforms dominating this space have realized something lucrative. They can intentionally lock essential collaborative features behind aggressive paywalls. Need an internal approval workflow to check a junior writer's copy? Or a passwordless portal so your clients can review posts before they go live? You will have to upgrade your plan. They also restrict the raw number of team members who can log into the system, charging by the seat to increase the recurring cost. And they cap the total number of connected channels. If your client wants to add TikTok and Pinterest to their existing Meta accounts, you hit a hard ceiling. These bottlenecks aren't technical limitations. They are mathematical traps designed to force mid-sized teams into enterprise pricing tiers that often exceed $300 a month. Under the hood, platforms like Sendible, Hootsuite, and Buffer are API wrappers. They take your text, format it, and hand it over to Facebook or LinkedIn servers. They act as middlemen. Agencies are paying an enormous recurring premium for a user interface rather than for deep technological innovation. brightbean-studio is an open-source, self-hostable alternative to platforms like Buffer and Hootsuite. Its core proposition is to connect directly to the first-party APIs yourself, eliminating the aggregator entirely. This diagram shows the deployment sequence. To get it running, you only need to execute a single command. This pulls the entire platform architecture through Docker and initializes the database automatically. By self-hosting the software on your own virtual private server, you own the infrastructure. Your data stays on your machine. Because you control the server, you can invite unlimited team members and clients. There are 0 per-seat licensing fees. You can also connect as many social channels as your hardware can handle, bypassing the rigid caps enforced by commercial vendors. This deployment method shifts the cost from a software license to the cost of server hosting, directly undermining the traditional SaaS revenue model. A free tool is useless if it forces professionals to compromise on their daily workflow. A capable scheduler requires comprehensive content planning and organization. Brightbean handles this with a visual calendar built on drag-and-drop mechanics, allowing users to map out recurring weekly posting slots and manage automated queues. For rough concepts, it includes a Kanban-style Ondio board where teams can track and refine unpolished posts before they hit the schedule. The text composer supports granular control, letting you write a single baseline post and then apply specific caption and media overrides for each individual network. This diagram illustrates the system's breadth. The central dashboard branches to over 10 platforms, including Meta, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Notice the data flow. These are direct, first-party API connections. There is no third-party aggregator intercepting the data. That direct line extends to inbound engagement as well, pulling comments, mentions, and messages from across the web into a single, unified inbox for your team to process. Brightbean matches the feature set of enterprise heavyweights, but delivers it without the paywalled restrictions. Delivering this level of performance required a specific set of engineering choices. The developers explicitly rejected the current industry standard. They built this platform without using massive JavaScript frameworks. This map represents a standard React single-page application. The architecture is dense, reliant on looping state cycles and heavy client-side processing. That density creates high deployment friction. Brightbean bypasses this structure entirely. In the traditional model, the user's browser is forced to download massive JSON payloads and execute complex state management logic locally. Over time, this complexity often leads to over-engineered applications that require large specialized teams just to maintain basic functionality. There is a growing framework fatigue across the engineering sector. Developers are actively looking for ways to escape this bloat. Building a competitive, fast web application no longer requires following the single-page application trend. Instead, Brightbean operates on a streamlined and efficient tech stack. The backend relies on Python and Django, a foundation that has reliably powered web applications for nearly 2 decades. This diagram shows the differentiator, HTMX. The Django backend processes core logic and uses HTMX to deliver the frontend. Notice the delivery. The server transmits precise HTML fragments that bypass client state managers entirely. This creates a fast, responsive experience that feels exactly like a single-page application, but without the traditional client-side overhead. They paired this with Tailwind CSS, ensuring the visual styling remains modern, modular, and easy to adjust. This combination of Django, HTMX, and Tailwind reduces the overall architectural footprint, making the entire codebase easier to read and maintain. This approach resonates with engineers. The repository has rapidly accumulated stars on GitHub, reaching nearly 1,000. That adoption rate validates a widespread interest in server-side rendering among developers who want power without the penalty of bloat. This architecture provides a specific operational advantage, allowing small teams to build and maintain complex web applications with minimal friction. But extracting yourself from the SaaS ecosystem comes with distinct trade-offs. By cutting out the aggregator, you are choosing to become your own IT department. This funnel demonstrates the friction. You have to manually process OAuth scopes, meta app IDs, and developer keys, routing them into a single local configuration file. You have to independently navigate the developer portals for Meta, Google, and LinkedIn to generate and verify your own API credentials. You are responsible for accurately setting up redirect URIs and webhooks. There is no customer support team to assist if a callback URL fails. Achieving absolute data ownership means you must accept the role of system administrator and security officer. The second major trade-off is the volatility of the integrations themselves. When a social network unexpectedly updates its API endpoints or changes its authentication protocols, direct connections break instantly. We can see this in the active bug reports. Users frequently have to troubleshoot connection failures with newer networks like Bluesky. Restrictive API changes also mean there is currently a lack of official support for networks like Reddit and Twitter. This is the fragility that paid, managed aggregators insulate you from. You pay them to fix the endpoints when they break. This leaves us with a critical question about how modern tools should be built. Is returning to server-side rendering with HTMX and Django ultimately the most effective path for developers building their own SaaS clones? If this saved you money, hit subscribe. We review tools like this every week, so you're always ahead. Now, if you liked finding open-source SaaS alternatives, you're going to love our breakdown of a free Notion clone.